That was a lot easier. My weapon must be amazing. The flower wasn't in any of Devila's books, so she said I could name it whatever I want. Maybe I'll name it after Dent.
Ah, the home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
I hear. Yeah.
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
Is this
I
divine?
don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
Go stab.
We are the grass, the trees, the woods.
Okay.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Is the dark entity that governs all memories. May the words form themselves to your liking.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Your darkness painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Like words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. This is wrong, whispered the tree in the voice of wind through the leaves. It's not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree, and once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united in whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. The star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. The child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. Doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and deep green eyes. She's a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him. But he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, he could tell her of his feelings. This might not be so. This conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word: envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. She strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps a child exists only in her head, dying remnants of a powerful dream. She does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. He begins the fight with 63 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. He does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She is laughing. She's been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word: loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favourite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labelled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it so carefully assembled disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could. New memories refused to flow. All of memories were a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Denton. This place is gloomy as hell. The room Denton had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Looking at one of the crystals and peering into it, Denton suddenly saw a familiar sight. The Forest of Myth. His villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. Denton stared at the jewel, bewildered. A voice suddenly came out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look there! A small shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth, sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the questioned objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. This shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch towards Denton. Without a second thought, Denton brought his blade down in the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree. There is the conviction memory I just lost. And satisfaction. And many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. The millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the rill of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem, I implore. Spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the colour of the lost envy? Green. Spoke. The shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Denton brushed Weiss's comment aside as his sword sliced through the Shade's right arm. Shade extended its remaining arm to Denton. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against Denton, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot poured through its fingers, up its arm, and out its entire body. It was emotion more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation, the tree felt like it was going to break apart. For centuries the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginning of a soul. And the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. The time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beast? My daughter in 63. Kill this stupid... Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key! Cried the book. To kill the key! The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to act as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. What this world is falling apart. How can a world full of letters? I implore. Most important thing, world. You're not. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. The letters slowly faded. Denton was drawn back. And the tree was satisfied.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill him without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
Yeah. Well, time itself began to rewind, didn't it? Seems to be one back here.
Let's see if the junk heap kid sent us a letter.
Oh yeah, right. That box, I guess. So the story was definitely different that time because I had the answers provided to me. Let's walk it. Get a bit of action in this episode.
Help! Help!
What's wrong?
There's this huge shade near the bridge in the northern... The damn thing nearly killed my wife.
I'm on it.
It appears and disappears.
Let's see if it's there. This one that didn't beat up last time. And that will give us a nice coda in it. Maybe it's it. Alright, not there. Use it. I didn't get my nice coda. Thank you. Thank you, game. It's so stunningly wonderful. I do love the ever so much.
You have a letter at wood.
Dear Denton, this is to inform you that the upgrade work on your weapon has been completed. The weapon is ready and available for pickup at your earliest convenience. I also have a more personal request to make of you. One I hope we can discuss further once you arrive to pick up the weapon. Yours, Two Brothers Weaponry.
Personal request, hmm?
He's done a lot for us. We should see what he wants. Off to the junk heap then.
Yes, but until then, thanks for spending time with me. I hope it's been marvelous for you. Sure has for me. I shall see you soon. Ciao for now. Bye.